Hi boys and girls, it's Miss Kate and Henry out at Hudson Crossing Park. This week, Henry and I wanted to share with you one of our favorite things to do in the winter, which is track animals. Winter is the perfect time to look for animal tracks. Animal tracks, or footprints, can easily be seen on the blanket of fresh snow. The best time to look for animal tracks is in the morning after snowfall. We get to have a sneak peek into what animals are doing when we're not around. All animals have different and unique footprints. By looking at the prints that you can find in the snow, you might be able to see what type of animals live in your local park or even in your backyard. Today, when Henry and I are out at Hudson Crossing, it's really easy to see tracks from lots of different animals and other things that have been visiting the park. It's no surprise that one of the first tracks we find is from a dog. Lots of dogs love visiting Hudson Crossing, and there are some boot prints. I bet that's the dog's owner. Look at this deer print. Isn't that neat? I bet that deer was out before everybody else was awake, looking for food. This print's interesting. This looks like a raccoon footprint. What print did you find, Henry? Let's see. Why, wait a minute. That looks like a print from somebody who fell in the snow. I wonder who that could be from. Okay, it was me, but I promise I'll be more careful. And no humans or mules were harmed in the filming of this story time. Actually, as fun as it is to track our animal friends, we can see a lot of tracks from people too, like these snowshoe tracks. And these lines in the snow are pretty interesting too. But don't worry, I'm an expert. I know these are from cross-country skis. Okay. I may have had a little help in figuring that one out. Of course, tracks can tell us more than just what type of animal has been here. It can also tell us what that animal might have been doing. Did you know that if an animal's tracks are spread out and far apart, the animal was probably running? If the tracks are close together, the animal was taking a nice slow walk. Tracks can give us other information too. For example, if you see a track that's just on the surface and hasn't broken through, it's probably from something little, like a squirrel or a mouse. But if it's deep in the snow, pushed down, that means whatever animal made it was probably pretty big. Henry and I have found a trail of some bunny tracks. I wonder where they'll take us. These are some great prints. You can even see the bunny's little toes. If you look closely, you can see the pads from the rabbit's toes, as well as where its claws dug into the snow for better traction. That is pretty cool if you ask me. Don't you think, Henry? Henry, where are you? Henry, look at that. The rabbit tracks lead to that hole in the tree. I bet that is where the rabbit spent the night. Good catch, Henry. If you think tracking animals is pretty cool and want to learn more, visit our website. It's hudsoncrossingpark.org. Under the Education tab, you can find a whole page about winter wildlife tracking. It tells you what type of animals you can find, and there's even a brochure that you can print out and take on your adventures, so that maybe you can figure out what animals are leaving tracks at your house. We've also got information about all the animals that you can find at Hudson Crossing. It tells you all about what they do in the winter, what they eat, and what their tracks look like. Well, boys and girls, I hope you had fun learning about how we can track animals in the winter by looking for footprints in the snow. And I hope that you'll get a chance to do that very, very soon, whether it's at your house or here at Hudson Crossing Park. Have a good week, boys and girls. We'll see you next time.